Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga City Council unanimously passed a resolution on the mixed-use development project on South Broadway. I've got details. Plus, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik announced the winner of the 21st Congressional District App Challenge. More on that coming up. And we've got updates on the Geyser Road Trail project in Saratoga. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program I sit down with Rich Sellers. He's a counselor for an organization called SCORE, and he's here to talk about his work in this organization and how they help small businesses grow. Plus, I also sit down with Doug Beatty. He's supervisor at large Queensbury, and he's here to give us updates on the important issues in Warren County. It's part one of my interview with him. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, now, our lead story. Saratoga Springs City Council unanimously passed a resolution last night on one of the affordable housing projects. Now, in this one, over 300 affordable housing units will be built in Saratoga Springs next year. Now, as we told you yesterday, this project is being built on South Broadway, on the site of the old Saratoga Diner. Now, the project's being spearheaded by KCG Development. Now, the resolution that was drafted supports and provides KCG Development with significant incentives for developing this project. Now, the resolution also details the collaborative effort between that development company and the city. Well, as you know, we tape all the city council meetings. We were there last night when Mayor Joanne Yepsen spoke.
We sent a certified copy of the resolution that included plans for a pilot on the residential portion of this, and also the 14 units for vets, the incubator space, which will include 10,000 square feet on the second floor, waiving of fees and recreation fees as well, totaling an incentive package of over $1 million, which again, I think will go a long way when the developers take this to the state.
This is some project. It's a big one, right at the gateway to Saratoga. In other news, well, Congresswoman Elise Stefanik announced the winner of the 21st Congressional District App Challenge. The winner, Colin Bowles, Saratoga Springs High School. He won that challenge. And Colin designed and created an app called Parking Assistant, which, as you can guess, helps visitors in high-density urban regions find automobile parking. Can you say Saratoga? Now, we're in contact with the school, and we're in contact with Colin, and we're going to have more on this tomorrow and later in the week. Switching from news to weather. Well, today saw increased winds. Temperatures were beautiful, 40s, sunshine. What a nice day. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Let's take a look at the first look weather update here on Look TV. Right now, we'll see cold front boundary, a second one making its way through parts of the Midwest. We'll see that departing cold front over the Atlantic Ocean, making its way through the Florida Peninsula. We do have a trough making its way through parts of the upper Midwest, heading into southeast Canada as well. So we're going to be dry heading into this evening. However, temps will be rather chilly. At least it'll be perfect for making snow across any of the ski resorts. 20s expected for most of the region, and even more importantly heading into the Capital District as well. Some areas could see 30 for the overnight low, like in Fort Edward and Greenwich, Whitehall as well. For Glens Falls, we could see upper 20s, and of course of an elevation towards Parkersburg and Johnsburg, could see those mid 20s, maybe lower 20s for lows. Partly cloudy skies with the southwest breeze, making it feel like maybe the mid-20s. We'll warm up to near 40 degrees, at least in Glens Falls. Mostly sunny skies. We'll see those mid-20s wind chills, mostly sunny as you walk out the door. Air temps, lower 30s. Extended forecast, we'll see more 30s expected. Upper 30s heading to Friday, mid-30s Saturday. Lower 30s heading into Sunday, but at least we'll be dry. Mostly sunny for Thursday and Friday. Partly sunny Saturday and Sunday, so we could see a little bit more cloud cover And we'll see mainly mostly cloudy skies by Monday, 35 after a morning low of just 17, winds out of the southwest. That was a look at the First Look weather update. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponsler. Now send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. All right, back to the news. Well, we've got an update on the Geyser Road Trail project in Saratoga. Now, the city encountered issues when the blueprints of the trail revealed that it would infringe on privately owned land. Well, the city sought to use eminent domain to acquire those properties. Well, Saratoga County Supreme Court ruled cannot do this, and the various properties in question are owned by the Village of Boston Spa, the Pompei family, and Saratoga Springs Water Company. Well, the owners have all filed lawsuits against the city. Now, currently, the project's been put on hold. Well, we spoke to Bradley Burge, Administrator for Economic Planning and Development, City of Saratoga Springs.
We've secured much of the land necessary for that. There are still a couple property owners who have not yet consented to the purchase of the property. So we're still hopeful that we'll be able to reach an agreement with them and hopefully begin construction in the spring.
Well, I hope that works out. All right, up next, I sit down with Rich Sellers. He's a counselor for an organization called SCORE, and he's here to talk about his work with this organization and how they help small businesses grow. Very informative interview. I also sit down with Doug Beatty, the supervisor at large for Queensbury, and he's here to give us updates on important issues in Warren County. It's part one of my interview with him. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview and give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. I've got some lookouts for tonight. First is it happened, but just in case you want to know about it, there was a protest in Glens Falls in front of Elise Stefanik's office regarding the proposed tax plan. We'll have more on that tomorrow. But also a couple of things are going on. There's a vigil tonight in Saratoga. It's a national movement called the Clean Dream Act. It's all involved with trying to simplify, probably all the legislative and all of the challenges that dreamers have in this country, as well as other members of our community. It's a national movement, but there's a local vigil tonight in Saratoga. You might want to check that out. And veterans probably want to know about this. There's a town hall tonight at the American Legion. It's the one on 34 West Street in Saratoga. It's about veterans' health care. And as you know, that can also be a very complicated issue. So they got a town hall. They're having a town hall on that tonight. And last, I want to give you a heads up on something that came across my desk this morning that we just started to work on. Many of you may have heard about something called the Net Neutrality Act, and it has a lot to do with access to the internet. Well, Michelle Madigan, our Commissioner of Finance here in Saratoga, and one of the main players in the Smart City Initiative, contacted me this morning about some movement some activities that they're going to have regarding net neutrality. So we'll be talking to her tomorrow, having an interview with her later in the week, and also some of the other people that are involved with the Smart City Initiative. It's a big one. Okay, as for tonight on Look TV, it's a Saratoga City Council meeting. It's a new one, a lot of good stuff. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.